How's it going, everyone? My name's Sam. I am coming with a video for you today here on cryptocurrency. Now you see Coinbase up on the screen here, but we are talking about the things that actually influence Coinbase's price, such as the various cryptocurrencies. So those cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Cardano, they obviously play a big part in companies like Coinbase, even in companies like Bitcoin miners, in companies that have exposure to Bitcoin, such as MicroStrategy and Tesla. We have to take a look at where the cryptocurrency market is going and where it's been in the past. Now, there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that you might not be picking up on now, but could cause a massive shift in some of these Bitcoin-related stocks. Now, my name's Sam. I came over from the channel My Financial Friend. I do videos here once a week. My information is underneath the video, along with anything that you might see here on TipRanks that you might find useful. So there are links underneath the video. Also, if you want an unfair advantage with TipRanks Premium, you can definitely check that out underneath the video to sign up. Now, let's take a look at what is happening in crypto the last couple months, because I think a lot of people might not see what's happening behind the scenes because there is a lot happening and the headlines are very different from what is happening in real life. Now, I'll explain what that means. You can see here, we had a lot of negative articles a couple months ago coming from a lot of the massive banks. So JP Morgan, Bitcoin price crash isn't over. JP Morgan says big investors are not buying the Bitcoin dip. Here's how much Bitcoin is worth. I looked at that, it said about $23,000. Bitcoin could lose another third of its value. There are a lot of different articles coming from the massive banks. This is just from JP Morgan, but there are a lot of articles coming from these massive banks talking about cryptocurrencies and talking about how they could continue to crash. Now, everyone that is in the crypto community, or at least most people, thought that this was really due to the fact that they wanted to increase their Bitcoin and cryptocurrency exposure. They wanted to continue this fear, uncertainty, and doubt until the prices were low enough, or at least long enough for them to actually gain exposure and gain exposure for their clients. And you can tell that's kind of the case because of the fact that now we don't see any articles like that. There are no articles saying, hey, Bitcoin was 30,000 and it was overvalued then. We still think it's going to fall down 70% from here. There are no articles like that. You can see here that a lot of these different banks that were pushing the fear, uncertainty, and doubt are actually pushing crypto to their clients now. PNC Bank just came out with this. You can see here, August 10, PNC Bank planning crypto offering with Coinbase. We also have this, JPM, led by Bitcoin skeptic Jamie Dimon, quietly unveils access to half a dozen crypto funds. This is as of August 5. Morgan Stanley becoming the first big US bank to offer its wealthy clients access to Bitcoin funds. That's back in March, actually. Wells Fargo launches passive Bitcoin fund for wealthy clients as of August 19. Fidelity takes 7.4% stake in Marathon Digital, not just offering Bitcoin to clients, but Fidelity is taking a stake in one of the largest Bitcoin miners out there. We also have other companies doing the same thing. BlackRock has almost $400 million invested in Bitcoin mining stocks. Vanguard and Charles Schwab bought Riot shares. We also have Morgan Stanley. This just came out. Owns over 1 million shares of Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, which is worth about 40 million or so, 35 million. And then we also have billionaires that are buying. It's not just the banks and some of the large financial institutions. We have large entrepreneurs, very famous entrepreneurs like Kevin O'Leary, billionaire, Carl Icahn, Ray Dalio. I have some Bitcoin. He's another financial giant. We also have Michael Saylor. We have a lot of billionaires that are either on one side or the other saying, hey, we love it, we can't buy enough of it. Or we have them saying, hey, it's part of a well-diversified portfolio. And then we also have some that say it's going to zero. But it's gaining mainstream adoption. From billionaires, from banks, we also have a lot of athletes that are now taking part of their signing bonuses or part of their pay in cryptocurrencies, which is interesting. I didn't even pull up those articles, but that's happening too. We have companies like Tesla and like Elon Musk's SpaceX that are buying Bitcoin. Elon himself said that he owns Bitcoin. So that is interesting to see too, that there are private companies that are buying Bitcoin. We have public companies jumping into NFTs, buying a CryptoPunk. Visa's buying a CryptoPunk. So that is kind of crazy. They spent $150,000 for that. Budweiser bought beer.eth, which is an NFT. It's a domain. They bought it for about $100,000. Now that's really interesting too, because you have to buy these with Ethereum. So next quarter, we might see some companies that have Ethereum and Bitcoin on their balance sheet that haven't had them before, because they're using them to buy NFTs. Or they're using Ethereum to buy them. We also have major events coming up in the crypto space, such as Ethereum 2.0, maybe coming end of year, maybe early next year. We have smart contracts coming for Cardano in the next couple weeks. They're going to the testnet and then the mainnet here soon. So they're actually going to build out an ecosystem and have functionality. So overall, you can see there is a lot of adoption coming from massive banks, coming from billionaires, coming from pro athletes. There are major events happening here soon. And that is very bullish for cryptocurrencies. And I think a lot of the time, people are looking for 10x's on Bitcoin or 5x's. But you have to realize they are up 70%, maybe 50 to 60% now over the last month. So there's a lot of bullish momentum. Over the last day, it has fallen, or over the last couple days. There's actually an interesting pattern where the last 3 weeks in a row, we saw a bit of a dip from Tuesday to Thursday, and then it picked up over the weekend, and then Tuesday to Thursday, it fell back down a little bit, but it's been steadily going up. So it's interesting to take a look at this, because the whole cryptocurrency market is quite bullish right now. It's looking really bullish. So that is great for some of these crypto-related stocks. Now, whether you buy actual crypto or crypto-related stocks, it's its own asset class right now, and it does present a lot of upside. Companies like Coinbase, Voyager Digital, some of these Bitcoin miners, some of them have great amounts of profit and are growing so quickly. If it was any normal company not related to cryptocurrencies or such a volatile asset, like if it was Apple, right, where they were selling phones and all of a sudden they went up 900% in revenue, these things would be going through the roof in price. But there's a lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt about the whole cryptocurrency market. So that is something to consider. Now, you have to make your own decision. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't speak for TipRanks or anything like that. Always do your own research on these, but it is an interesting opportunity. I think a lot of us in 5 or 10 years will probably be looking back saying, hey, I wish I really held way more cryptocurrency than I do, or than I actually did, but that is just my opinion. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Again, if you guys want to check out TipRanks, check out the links down below. You can get information on Coinbase, such as analyst price targets, risk factors, what insiders are doing, news on the company. You can do that on all different kinds of stocks. So definitely check that out underneath the video. If you want, there is that TipRanks Premium. Thank you for hitting the like button and subscribing on our road to 25,000 subscribers, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.